Hello from Dhaka, this is Moutushi Jubaida Rahman and you are watching Basis News. At first, the headlines. Tributes pour in for Badruddin Umar from all walks of life. Home Advisor Lieutenant General retired Jahangir Alam Chowdhury announces 24-hour Puja Mondop security. Advisor Farhad Mazhar for dignified rehabilitation of July martyrs' families injured. Country's positive changes came through BNP, says BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir. Rules of war being shredded worldwide, says UN Rights Chief. Now let's go for the details. Tributes pour in for Badruddin Umar from all walks of life. Eminent writer, academic, intellectual, and politician Badruddin Umar was laid to rest today. This morning, his body was brought to the Central Shaheed Minar at 10 a.m. People from all walks of life gathered to pay their final respects. Writers, politicians, researchers, journalists, and educationists offered floral tributes in honor of these lifelong contributions. Intellectual and thinker Farhad Mazhar remembered Badruddin Umar as a towering figure. He said Badruddin Umar will always be remembered and that his path holds lessons for all. He added that many believed the Marxist and revolutionary stream had ended, but recent political developments, especially on 5th August 2024, showed its revival. He noted that this ideological narrative remains alive in the country's political forces. Social Welfare and Women and Children Affairs Advisor Sharmin S. Murshid said, with his passing, an important chapter in the nation's history has come to an end. She noted that the ideals and philosophies he upheld will remain a priceless resource. Following the tribute, his Namazi Janaza was held at Dhaka University's Central Mosque after Zuhr prayers. Later, his body was taken to Zurain Graveyard for burial. Badruddin Umar, President of the National Liberation Council, was born on 20th December 1931 in Bardhaman, then under British India. He passed away on Sunday at 10:05 a.m. at Bangladesh Specialized Hospital in the capital Dhaka at the age of 94 after suffering from long-term age-related complications. Home Affairs Advisor Lieutenant General retired Jahangir Alam Chowdhury announces 24-hour Puja Mondop security. Home Affairs Advisor Lieutenant General retired Jahangir Alam Chowdhury said that law enforcement agencies will remain on high alert round the clock at 33 Puja Mondops across the country to ensure peaceful celebration of Durga Puja. He made the statement today, 8th September, after a meeting on security arrangements ahead of Durga Puja at the Home Ministry in Bangladesh Secretariat. The Home Advisor said the Puja Mondops will be under 24-hour security surveillance. He instructed organizers to deploy 3 individuals during the day and 4 at night at each Mondop. He added that Ansar personnel will also be appointed to strengthen surveillance. He informed that police, Ansar Rapid Action Battalion, Armed Forces and Border Guard Bangladesh will work together to ensure peaceful celebrations. He also said BGB will take responsibility in border areas while Ansars will be deployed across the country. Lieutenant General retired Jahangir Alam Chowdhury also said no fairs will be allowed near Puja Mondops, as such gatherings may lead to untoward incidents. 1 or 2 shops may be permitted with approval of the puja committees. He said new mobile applications have been developed to check rumors and to ensure prompt actions if any incident occurs. Advisor Farhad Mazhar for dignified rehabilitation of July martyrs' families and injured. Liberation War Affairs Advisor Bir Pratik Farhad Mazhar today stressed the need for proper rehabilitation of the families of the martyrs and the injured of the 2024 July mass uprising. Speaking at an interministerial meeting held in the conference room of the Ministry of Liberation War Affairs, he said rehabilitation must be ensured based on education, work experience, and training. He informed that the ministry has already issued a detailed notification outlining the process. The advisor called upon all concerned to take effective steps and formulate actions planned to ensure dignified rehabilitation in line with the spirit and heroism of the July uprising. He highlighted that the interim government has already adopted a comprehensive rehabilitation program and said all programs will be implemented without delay. Country's positive changes came through BNP, says BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir. Bangladesh Nationalist Party BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir said all positive transformation in the country have been achieved through the BNP. He made the remarks today, 8th September, while inaugurating the Biennial Council of the Thakurgaon District BNP at the Thakurgaon Government Boys High School playground. Mirza Fakhrul said that BNP introduced multi-party democracy after one-party rule and ensured media freedom. He added that the party has now presented a 31-point charter to rebuild the political and economic structure of the country. Referring to the past 15 years, he alleged that the Awami League has dismantled democratic institutions, destroyed democracy, weakened the economy, and denied citizens their fundamental rights. He said BNP and other democratic parties have continued their resistance despite persecution. The BNP leader praised the sacrifices of party members, saying they have endured torture and shed blood but never backed down. He called upon supporters and democratic forces to remain united under the leadership of Acting Chairman Tariq Rahman to strengthen the movement for restoring democracy. Rules of war being shredded worldwide, says UN Rights Chief. United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights Volker Turk on Monday warned that international law and the rules of war are being ripped up. In his opening address to the 60th session of the United Nations Human Rights Council, he said disturbing trends that undercut human rights are gaining ground across the world. He warned that the long-established rules of war are being shredded with virtually no accountability. The United Nations Human Rights Chief pointed to disregard for international law in Russia's war in Ukraine, the civil war in Sudan, and the ongoing war in Gaza. He also voiced alarm at the glorification of violence, saying pro-war propaganda is visible in military parades and political rhetoric. He stressed that international law is the foundation of peace, global order, and daily life, but cautioned that several governments are disregarding and disengaging from it. He said when states ignore violations of law, they become normalized. Volker Turk also criticized some states for retreating from multilateral frameworks and international agreements. He mentioned sanctions on judges of the International Criminal Court, Russia's arrest warrants against them, and United States sanctions on the United Nations Special Rapporteur on Palestine. He added that decisions like United States withdrawal from the Paris Climate Accord and from the United Nations bodies, including the Human Rights Councils, were deeply regrettable. The United Nations Rights Chiefs warned that the web of global and regional cooperation is being weakened and said the world must not return to outdated approaches that once led the two world wars and the Holocaust. That's all for now. For more information, visit bssnews.net. Thanks for watching.